here in Winston-Salem. I'm Linda Greenwood on location with Coco Mcmillan. Coco, just a pleasure. Enjoyed your powerful ministry tonight here in Winston-Salem. I am telling you, just amazing the way he has used you. You know, you've had a phenomenal career. You've worked with some legendary artists.
Yes.
And we're here on the eve of really a tragedy that's really touched a lot of lives. And I'm sure you really can speak very personally. You know, how for you has the impact of Whitney Houston's death impacted you, this week?
It was definitely devastating. Devastating. I mean, we have lost a legend. Her voice was immaculate, and she's just a sweet person in general. Just to lose someone even before their time, that's going to be truly going to be missed. And I just, pray that the family is doing well, and we just continue to keep them in prayer. But they're definitely going to need prayer at a time.
I see similarities. You're a church girl. She was a church girl. Grew up singing in the church. What would you say, she went on to phenomenal success. You, again, also working with legendary artists, Gerald Levert, Aaliyah, and on and on and on. What could you say that artists could get from this experience, from what has happened? What can artists learn from this?
Well, I think they can learn that, because artists, go through a lot, and I don't think anyone understands if you're not an artist, the pressure and everything that you have to go. But I think that, all artists should learn that, first of all, God, we got to keep God first. And continue to pray, continue to take care of our bodies, continue to, just take care of ourselves, because, we never know when it's our time. And again, I say we lost someone really before time. So we as artists now just have to just really come together and help each other out, and be a friend. Because that's what you're missing. I think the friendship, like if I need to talk to someone, you need to pick up the phone so I can talk to you, because you don't know what I'm going through. So and I think that's what we need to do, to kind of pull together as, people, and just really kind of help each other out when we're going through things like that.
Yes, a lot of comments were made like that, different artists saying that those around her, actually were more enablers. What do you say to that, as far as, like you said, with you speaking about support? So what kind of people do you really need to have around you?
You definitely need to support someone that's telling you when you're wrong. No, you don't want to hear it, but you need that person there. And you need people that are there that's going to support what you're doing, not take away from you, because if you know that something is not good for you, then why would you give it to that person? So you really need the kind of people that are godly people. You need people there that's trustworthy, and you need people there that's really going to have your back, because everybody don't have your back. They're there for the fame, they're there for just to get in what they can get into. But you really need someone that truly has your back, and God will give that deserve it to know who those people should be.
Yes. What would you say has helped you to stay rooted and grounded? Again, the similarities are there. You've been out there. You've worked, with a lot of artists. You've experienced a lot of things. I'm sure faced a lot of challenges.
Yes.
And had a lot of opportunity to go in a lot of different directions. What has helped you stay so grounded?
I would say my family and my pastor, my church. I'm telling you, even when I was on the road, with Gerald and Aaliyah, I would talk to my pastor a lot, and he would always tell me, mind your business, keep God first. Pray. Things that he would, just nuggets that he would give to me out there would help me. And even when I did want to do something wrong, I would think about what my pastor was saying. And then I had my grandmother and my family, because my grandmother's a preacher as well, and they would always call and support me and just keep the word in me. When I came off the road, I was in church. Okay. When I came off the road, I was in church, and even the people on the road knew that. They say, "Okay, Coco, going to church." But I love that, and I love my pastor and my family for keeping me rooted and grounded, because, sometimes we get the big head, and we get, we get a little money, little thing, and we think we all that, but, somebody can break us down real quick. and that is the Lord. So, you know, I'm grateful and really thankful for my gifts and what God has given me, and to explore and to go out and travel to the world. But I'm also thankful for my family, my pastor, who keeps me grounded and rooted.
Yeah. What do you think, Bobby Christina, young lady? Yeah, she's got a tremendous journey ahead of her.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she does. She does, and we just all really need to continue to keep her in prayer, because I'm sure it's really tough for her, you know, being the only child, and, you know, she was so close to her mom, and it's really devastating, so we definitely want to keep her in prayer.
So thank you so much for taking time out
You're welcome.
to talk with us today.
Thank you. God bless you.
You too.